I'm glad to have this opportunity today to begin this process of recording this little memoir that I wrote of Leslie Ann in heaven, because it's very important to me and to my family. I've given this memoir to a few friends who appreciate what I've written, and I wrote this out of a great need to assuage some of my grief when Leslie died. Her death was so sudden that I couldn't seem to manage even sleeping. So this helped me to relieve some of that stress and to see her in a place that was a happy place, and she was well and healed and at peace. And this thought just kept me writing the little stories. They're actually little stories, vignettes if you want to call them that, but they all have an import in my life because this is the way I knew Leslie. She was my youngest daughter of two and was a very vivacious and at times controlling person because she was well ordered in her life and loved to do many, many things, especially designing textiles and fabrics, and was very talented in the way that she could put different materials together and come up with wonderful designs. She worked as a designer or a visual arts person at JCPenney for 20 years and did the most lovely work there. I saw some of her different things that she had put together, especially in some of the departments, and they were very lovely. In window settings, in bedroom settings, many decorations, and she was just a talented woman who used that talent in a very good way. When I wrote these, I found that my daughters, Leslie Ann, Susie Q, and I had talked about heaven and eternity at my old age of 87. Our plan was I'd be there waiting for them, and after our talks, we would hug and kiss and then continue our lives secure in our love for each other. On January 23rd, 2013, Leslie Ann died suddenly after a short hospital stay. I wrote these stories to work through the deep grief of her death. It helped me to see her in her heavenly home, surrounded by his angels and his love. I was able to begin sleeping once again with that picture of her in heaven, and I felt connected to her once again, knowing she is safe from pain and healed. His compassionate love surrounds her, and all is well. That is my prayer. In heaven, she reads all the historical novels she likes. She searches for intricate mystery books that turn on several plots. Then she reports to the angels how fascinating these stories are. The angel librarian told her that she may take as many books as she wishes, and to keep them as long as she needs. The angel enjoyed telling her there were no fines in heaven. 2. She sees all the newest movies on heaven's big screen now, especially Skyfall, Lincoln, The Artist, Argo, and Silver Linings. She loves the movies. Afterwards, she likes a snack of chocolate chip cookie with milk, as she requested from the head angel baker for one cookie after the movie. The cookies are perfect, she said. This is number 3 coming up. When she drives her SUV around heaven, she likes to listen to her favorite singers, Lady Gaga and Adele. She received permission to drive as long as she is courteous and a safe driver. Several angels accompany her. They also like Adele. Leslie knows all the words, and she is teaching them to the angels so they can all sing along with her and Adele. They love it. 4. Leslie Ann never smokes now because nobody smokes in heaven. She felt it was easy to give them up and didn't need them anymore. Her cough is gone, and it is wonderful to take a big, clean breath. She told the angels it was like heaven to her now. All the angels smiled at her and were very pleased. 5. She always loved cats, hers, Sue's, and mine. When she saw 2 little stray cats in heaven, she adopted them and got permission from St. Francis to care for them and feed them each morning and night. They love her gentle voice and both run to her when she calls them. She has named them Hope and Faith. All the angels approved. Leslie Ann loves gardening. She would plant many tulip bulbs each fall. The angels knew this, and they told her they had set aside a lovely field in which she could plant her bulbs. She loved people and red tulips. She was so pleased to hear the angels' plan and thank them for their thoughtfulness. This fall, she would plant many bulbs. Number 7. She wears her pearl earrings and necklace Sue gave her for Christmas. She glows in perfect health. She is wearing her boots on her walks because they are so comfortable. She has put the Blessed Virgin Christ child picture by her little bed. Father Seamus blessed it for Sue for Christmas. She has made some beautiful pillows for her bed also, and a blue wooden coverlet for a little warmth when she sleeps. This is number 8. She put her name down for volunteering for parties in heaven because she is good at organizing parties. The angels know this and told her they would call on her to help them. She liked that. They do know how generous she is and has good ideas for party foods. Leslie Ann always loved birthday parties, Halloween, Christmas, and Easter parties. She always made sure the food was delicious and plenty of it. The angels know this and loved it. 9. One day she was surprised to find a little sparrow's nest in heaven's overhang in the sky's pillar. Yet there it was. She saw 2 little speckled eggs in the nest. She would watch it quietly each day as the mother bird nurtured and fed the babies. One day, the fledglings flew off, and she was never worried because she knew the mother bird taught them how to fly. She hopes one day they will come back to the nest, and perhaps there will be 2 new speckled eggs there once again. The angels liked to have her tell them stories of her work at J.C. Penney, where she worked for 20 years. She made them laugh when she showed them her funny look she would give her associates when they worked with her. A big smile when they worked hard with her, a big frown when they didn't. She also told them how she would march into the manager's office and tell him what she was doing, what he was doing wasn't working, and how she knew it could change so that it would work. Shortly after one of these visits, she was offered a promotion. She declined and kept up her outstanding work with her team. Oh, how the angels laughed at these stories. 11. Walking was a joy to Leslie. In heaven now she walks each day pain-free. She feels refreshed after her walking in the ideal weather. Her walks usually last about 30 minutes. She is amazed each day of how the intense hip pain is gone. She is not short of breath either. She calls it a miracle that she feels she can do anything now. 12. When she arrived in heaven, she began rising at 3:30, and her usual habit, it was for her work, to be there early. The angels saw this and conferred with God, who felt 7 a.m. would help her to be more rested if she could wake at 7 a.m. The angels felt this was a good change. They told her his idea, and she objected. So the angels asked her if she'd just try 7 a.m. She felt she would try the new time only because she knew God loved her very much, and this was his plan, and she was his beloved child. She tried 7 a.m. and was so rested She would never go back to 3:30 a.m. again. Okay, this is number 13. Leslie frequents the Heavens Beauty Salon. Her almost golden hair is golden now. The angels told her it was lovely as it was, but she told them, I want something a little different. She likes trying new things because, after all, everything is new in heaven. She told the angels she feels new now. 14. She creates loving cards of thanks for her angel friends. Her ribbons and fabrics of taffeta and silk she skillfully places to enhance the cards. Each card is a work of art. The angels call her an artist, and she likes that very much because she was an artist. Okay, this is number 15. She is preparing an Easter holiday feast for all with the most delectable cheesecake. She remembers to add the cherries on top because Sue, her sister, always used them. Her special cream cheese and green olive celery sticks, plus her hot cheese crackers right from the oven, are very tasty. God told the angels to go easy on the cheese. Leslie is planning to have each angel receive a little baggie of the cheesecake, and the angels agreed this was a very good idea for them. Number 16. In heaven, she never misses the first snowflake of winter on her cheek. She has always loved New England snow and made snow angels in our backyard. I had to put on my coat and go outside to see them and tell her that I loved them and that she made perfect little snow angels. I know she will be making snow angels in heaven. The angels even told her they thought they could be very authentic, and they loved the idea. Now in heaven, she is always pleased to see the seasons' various colors, especially February, which is her birthday month. She will help the angels plan her birthday party. She loves the rebirth of spring, from the tulips to the daffodils. She will now see them all bloom again. She watches the most beautiful sunsets and dawns now. She has never known them to be this lovely. Perhaps the golden dawn always reminded her of what she thought heaven was like. She told the angels that now she knows and is very happy. Dying in the early dawn, she didn't linger. That was not her style. Surrounded by God's angels, she was wrapped in God's arms. She rested easily now and was at peace. She thought, all my memories, all my ideas, and all my thoughts that made my soul are now in God's hands. I am satisfied with that, she thought, because I am his beloved child and will be forever. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. Psalm 118. Here's a little prayer to end this memoir with, and we all know it. We're all probably pretty familiar with it. It goes like this. Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here, ever this day be at my side, to light and guard, rule and guide. Amen. Now I'm finished with her memoir, and as you can tell, some of the things are very close to my heart. But the reason I feel that this is a good accomplishment, it helps me to see her in this new light. And I like that because it brings me a lot of joy and peace. So I'll end this by saying I just enjoyed doing this very much because Leslie was a dear, dear daughter and a dear sister and wife and mother, and Leslie Ann in Heaven by Babs Quinn Simpson. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death. for the former things are
turning down
passed
for
away.
volunteering for parties in heaven.
Revelations 21.
Because she's good at organizing parties. The angels know this and told her they would call on her to help them.